She doesn't know I'm you, baby. I'm you, baby. Okay, I gotta stop it, y'all. Whew, especially been over 1 minute. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. Hey y'all, this is your girl Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 929, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast, or the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. I want to say happy Quinceañera, happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy bar mitzvah to Lottie Dottie and everybody on the sound of my voice. Oh, y'all know I'm the Oprah of the smooches, so mwah, you get a smooch, you get a smooch. Everybody gets a smooch. What's up, Justin Taria? Hope you're doing good today, boo. Hey, thank you for dropping down, love. I appreciate you. Y'all, you know, okay, let me tell y'all. Some of y'all know because I've told y'all the story, so I'm not going to go back through it, but I'm going to give everybody a synopsis of the story so y'all can help me, okay? And it's really nothing to help. All right. So today, minding what we call my business, right? I told y'all, what do we do over here as butterflies? We drink our water and we mind our business, okay? Minding all the business, okay? It started yesterday. Somebody inboxed me and asked me a question. I responded. I'm like, can I ask you a question? Okay. So they responded. And so then today, they said, can I ask you another question? I said, yeah. So they asked me all the things. Okay. So then I said, okay, so I have a question. See what I'm saying with this? I was not ready. I was not ready. So, oh, Justin Drew, I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. Oh, hold on. Okay, so let me tell y'all who I'm talking about, okay? Um, I told y'all that I was engaged, remember? And I told y'all about my first well, it's actually it's my third engagement. Was it my third one? It was my second engagement. Yeah, my second engagement. Okay. My second engagement, right? And I told y'all about the first time I was engaged. I was supposed to get married before he went off to basic training. And I didn't. He said, okay, when I come back from basic training, we're going to go ahead and get it done. So that way you can get housing and blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. He came back. I already told y'all how he came back, so I ain't going to get into that. And we supposed to went and got married then. And I was scared. So he said, well, when I come back, because I'll be back in 6 months, I need your answer then. And so when he came back and all this and stuff, and we kicked it because he was home for 3 weeks. So we kicked it and all this and talked about our future and everything. But I didn't go. And so the Marines went on and took him, like he went on and served out his country. And he hadn't been back to Kentucky since that day. Since the day I told him when he was ready to get on the plane, I was supposed to have been with him. We supposed to went that morning so we can go to the justice of the peace of my granddaddy, because he's a pastor, and got married and got on the plane, and I would have been out of here. And I was so scared to make that leap to leave. It wasn't him. I was scared. Okay. But he had to go back. So once he got on, and he told me, he said, once I get on this plane, I ain't coming back. Okay. Y'all heard me, right? I love this man. Do you hear me? I loved him. Seriously. I was scared. So once he got on that plane, I did not see him again until, okay? So that's, okay. All right. So, anyway, let me finish this. So he had been looking for me and found me on Facebook. And I had been telling my husband, because I did get married, wasn't to him. And I was telling my husband, I told my husband about it and everything. And I said, I think I just feel him. I think he's looking for me, whatever. I didn't know he'd already found me and was watching my page. I didn't know that. He had been watching me for years. Okay. Finally, I started researching him, and he had requested me, and I didn't see the request. And I'm like, well, dang, he already requested. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So that's how we connected. Okay. And everything. So finally, 2022, he inboxed me and said, I'm sorry to hear about your husband, and everything like that. But in 2022, he said, I need to see you. He said, so I'm coming back to Kentucky. Y'all, he had not been back to Kentucky since that day that I was supposed to get on that plane with him. Okay. That's when I was 18 years old. Okay. He hadn't been back and just came back in 2022. Okay. And I was what and who he wanted to see. Okay. Now you're asking yourself, okay, what's the big deal? Your ex want to see you. Whoop-de-whoop-de-doo. What's the big deal? I'm gonna tell y'all what the big deal is. You ready? He's married. Now here's the thing. He's not trying to date me. We already settled that. I ain't trying to date him because I don't do married men. I was a wife. Don't do married men. Okay. However, what's up, Muffy? Hey, boo. However, today, y'all, everything that could be said was said. Everything that wasn't said in 2022, because that was the first time he had been back since 1988 when he got on that plane. I'll never forget it. It was so tearful because I knew he meant it. He wasn't coming. He had came back 3 times for me, y'all. 3. I knew he wasn't coming back no more. And I wanted to go, but I was so scared. I was scared, Anyway, he admitted to me that he hated me for a while, because he told me why he joined the Marines. He said, but I couldn't hate you all the way like I wanted to. It was funny. He said, how you hate somebody but watch them, so. But anyway, that's what he told me then. So anyway, fast forward to today. Something was revealed that I already knew. And I know y'all like, what, girl? In the middle of us talking, we've been talking all day today. We've been talking for 7 hours. 7 hours. Now y'all know if my sound go out, I just gotta refresh. Stay in here. It ain't over. Don't go. Y'all know how StreamYard do me. Okay. 7 hours, y'all. We both looked up and was like, "Dad, we've been talking all day, literally since 1 something." We just ended when I came on here. If it ain't 7 hours, I eat your head. Okay, so in the middle of all this, we talking and hashing out everything, which we wasn't mad at each other because I could never be mad at him. My husband knew that I really loved this man, and my husband knew that, and he understood the circumstances. And like I told him, I'm honest with you because we have an honest relationship. I told him, you the love of my life. That was my husband, he was the love of my life. I said, but if I tell you that I didn't love him, I still don't kind of love him, I would be lying. And I don't lie to you. I said, yes, the way we ended, I, you know, it wasn't closure, like that. So my husband knew about it. Okay. So it ain't like I was, whatever. Y'all, in the midst of us talking and all of this and stuff, and we laugh. It's like we didn't miss a beat. Seriously, it's like we picked right back up. We didn't miss a beat at all. And he's telling me about, different things I ain't gonna get into, and I'm telling him, blah 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 and all this and stuff. All of a sudden he paused. He said, I love you. Did y'all hear that? And it took a pause in me, y'all. It took a seriously. I was getting ready to say something when he said, I love you. He said, I do, I love you. And I said, and got y'all. What's up, Kimbo? Well, and at that time, I was a mess. Okay. I was putting my life together, but I was also dealing with unsettled issues of things that had happened to me and things of that nature. And I really just didn't want to ruin his life. I felt like, one, this is safety. No matter how dysfunction it is, at the time, that's why I was saying, no matter how dysfunction it is, I know this. I can navigate through this, but I don't know that. And I'll be by myself, and I don't know. And so all of that started, just building up in. I'm like, I'm scared. I wish I had somebody at the time that had a conversation with me like, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. This boy loves you and you love him. Don't let this go. You may not ever get it again. Or if you do, it may be so far and in between before it come around. Get on that plane. You can always come home. Get on the plane. I wish I had somebody, you know, to talk to me like that at that time, you know. Um, and even though I'm a daddy's girl, me and my daddy talked about everything. He was an undercover cop. He was a detective and an undercover cop, and there was times where they couldn't tell me where he was. I only had a code for emergencies, and me talking about my love life is not an emergency. You know what I'm saying? And everything. And one of my cousins was like, "Don't, girl, go on and go on and get married. Go on and get married. That boy, you love him too. You're gonna be miserable without him," and blah blah blah. And like I told him, when he said that to me tonight, and after I took that big old long pause, because that took me for a loop. I always knew it. I always knew it, you know. And I told him, I said, I love you too. I said, I do. I said, I'm glad we're friends. He said, yeah, me too. I said, at least we got that out the way, you know. So, because like I said, I don't mess with married men, and he don't cheat on his wife. But we both needed to know, since we putting it all on the line, let's just put it all on the line. Here you go, right here, you know. So yeah, I've been. I'm like, I gotta talk to my people. This right here, kid. This right here, kid. I gotta talk to my people. My people gonna get me through this. My people gonna get me through this because, whoo, child. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Now 2022. Okay, baby, thank you. 2022, when he came back and everything. I remember I told y'all that it was a conversation that he had one kid or something like that he had to get through high school, like they was in their last 2 years or something like that, or whatever. He was thinking about coming back to Kentucky, and everything. And he looked at me like, "What you gonna do? If I come back, what you gonna do?" You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Oh, okay. You coming back? Okay, all right. You know, if I'm here, we can have lunch." I'm playing it like that, because I ain't giving you no hope, because I don't want you leaving your wife. And he wasn't saying he was. I'm just saying, sometimes you got to make things plain, okay? You know, but I said to him tonight, we was talking about something. I said, "Boy, I'm addictive." I said, "For real. That's why I watch who I date, because I'm very addictive." He said, "You are." He said, "I could have told you that." He said, "How is it that I'm married? I ain't been back here." He said, "How long since I've been to Kentucky?" I said, 88. He said, "Okay, 88, on up until now, and you still on my mind? I still think about you. I still talk about you." He said, "Yeah, you're very addictive." So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If he wasn't married, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you hear me? Yes, ma'am. Who? I'm gonna send you a plane ticket. I'm on my way. See, I ain't the little girl no more. She know what she want. Come on now. Absolutely. I sure would. I ain't got nothing holding me back. Nothing. Nothing. What's up, DM? Absolutely. I said, y'all gonna get me out to California one way or the other, huh? I said, y'all gonna get me out to California one way or the other, but I, like we both, we rather have each other as a friend. And I'd rather have it than anything. I'm just glad we cleared the air. That's when I'm glad that we were able to be adults. We didn't hate each other. That's the thing, and that's what our friends thought. Like, well, they hate each other because this, that, and the other. No, no, I was a scared young girl. He went in the military because of me, to give us a better life. He needed one, and I needed one. And the first thing he thought about was, "Hey, this is what I'm gonna do." I didn't know that at the time. This is what he told me in 2022. One of the reasons why he tried to hate me is because he did this so that we both could have a brand new start. And I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. That's how much he loved me. But, the hardest thing, like I said, yeah, I cried. Y'all think I'm playing? I cried. Oh my God, I cried. Baby, I cried up in my bed. When he asked me that third time he came back and he spent them 3 weeks, and that morning we supposed to be getting married so I can get on that plane with him, time kept winding down, and he realized I wasn't ready to do it. And he turned and looked at me. He said, "So this is where it ends, huh?" He said, "I'm telling you, once I leave, I ain't coming back." He said, "Are you sure this is the decision you want to make?" Yeah, and I'm sitting there heartbreaking, because I'm like, I don't want him to go. And I don't want to be my heart, y'all. I'm being real with y'all. My heart was breaking. Every word he said was breaking my heart, because I knew he was telling the truth. And I couldn't do nothing about it, because my fear overcame the love I had for this man, you know. And I was like, yeah. And then he's got tears coming down his eyes, and we both just looking at each other. And then after that, he hugged me, and he just kept holding on to me, and I kept holding on to him. I kept holding on to him. And then he gave me a kiss. And then he walked on. Just like that. Because he lived right down the street. So He walked on, and I walked in the house, and I was crying. And I went upstairs and just got in my bed and just balled up in the night. And I mean, it seemed like I cried probably myself to sleep that whole night, because I next thing I looked up, it was bright eyes of sunshine outside. So, and everything. And he hadn't talked to me since then. 1988. Do you hear me? 1988. He requested me online somewhere between 90 and 2000 and just spoke. It was it. And then uh he put a whole big old message last year in my inbox and everything. And I was like, I was shocked. Whole big old message in my inbox. Then he said, I think it's when he said, then he called me and said he needed to see me. So he finally came back to Kentucky in 22 from 1988. Because like he said, he wasn't coming back. So, and then today, like I said yesterday, those questions started popping up. And he was like, can I ask you a question? I said, you can ask me anything. So I answered, I said, can I ask you a question? He said, you can ask me anything. So first we got, we was typing back and forth. And then all of a sudden, he was like, I'm just going to call. I'm like, okay. And so, like I said, from 1 to now, we just getting off the phone. And when he broke out and told me, I love you, I was like, he said, I do. I love you. I said, I'm glad we're friends. He said, me too. He said, me too. So that's where we left it. But I didn't know how to deal with these emotions. I didn't. I didn't know how to. It's refreshing to talk to a man that can say how he feels. Or just carry on a conversation. Or if I disagree with something, I and he's I'm like, no, cause see, blah 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 blah. He's like, okay, I feel that. I feel that. Go ahead. He said, I'm listening. He said, cause I want to answer every question that you got. He said, it's been too long. He said, since 1988. Come on now. He says almost 2028. I said, I know. So, we just was real honest and answered each other's questions. So at least I got a friend, y'all. I got a friend. Because like I said, he don't cheat on his wife, and I don't mess with married men. No matter how you feel, So it just is what it is. But I'm grateful that I was able to clear the air. I'm very grateful I was able to clear the air, and I was able to answer questions and everything. And I knew this question was coming. Okay. Okay. I knew this question was coming. What was wrong with me that you didn't get on the plane? I knew that was coming. I knew that question was coming. I've been waiting on that question. And I just had to tell them the woman you see before you today wasn't a woman back then. I was battling too many things, and I didn't want to run us. I felt like I would run us. I did. I felt like I would ruin us. I knew he was going through some family situations. I was going through some family situations. We both loved each other. But eventually, if you don't get those things taken care of, they can tear y'all down. And I didn't want to tear his life up. I just didn't. I don't regret my life. And that's another thing that made him, kind of during the years mad at me. He said, because you seem so happy. He said, I'm glad you was happy with your husband. He said, but I was kind of jealous. He said, because I'm like, well, what was wrong with me? What, and I was like, and I could see, I could understand. I could understand. And I was grateful he even asked me. I was grateful he asked me that, like, what was wrong with me? Nothing. It wasn't you. It was me. Seriously. I'm woman enough to tell you. It wasn't you. It was me. Hey, Yvonne Boo. Kim B, did I speak to you, love? If I did, I'm sorry. JB, what's up? So, JB, I'm going to drop this link. Anybody can hit it, but JB, I'm going to drop this link for a minute. You know, you always talk to me about things male. Hold on. And remember, y'all know how StreamYard get. If it kick me out, if y'all can't hear me, give me a minute to refresh. I'll be back in. We ain't gonna be on here long tonight, but I don't know. I don't know. What I couldn't believe, I'm 55. Y'all know that because I wear that as a badge of honor. I'm 55. I'm over here blushing. I'm over here blushing. I'm like, I'm 55 years old and I'm over here blushing like I'm a teenager. I'm over here just cheesing, and all the and he's sitting over talking about, I can't believe I'm a grown man with responsibilities done served in my military. And you got me over here sitting and cheesing like I'm 10. I wrote. I said, I know, right? And we both just started laughing like we stupid. It's like I said, but it's like look at her, I'm mumbling. I mean, I'm just running it. I'm trying to shut what we call the heck up, okay? But we needed to clear the air. So I'm glad we was able to clear the air. We needed to clear the air. Sometimes that's the best remedy to move on. I don't feel like I'm stuck no more. I don't. I do not feel like I'm stuck no more. I needed to get all of this out. Word vomit. You too, and thank you, boo. Thank you. 100-fold back to you. Thank you for the 5, baby. That's a whole lot of coffee right there, baby. Shoot, come on, baby. I'm like, oh my goodness. So, okay, all right, y'all. But anyway, like I said, he's a married man, and I respect marriage. Okay, I don't care how much, whatever. I respect the vows. Okay, I do, because I was a wife, and I didn't play it. So you'll never have to worry about me crossing the line. But what was said tonight needed to be said. And for y'all that don't know, let me get you caught up real quick. Some of y'all told y'all about my past, about the guy who I was engaged to, who was going in the military. He came back 3 times for me. And the last time he came back, he said he would never come back to Kentucky again. And he really kept that vow to 2022. From 1988 to 2022, he never darkened Kentucky again. Okay. He just came back in 2022. And we had a meeting. It was a brief meeting, but it was a meeting nevertheless. Okay. And all of that. And so, today, we just finally just regurgitated everything that we've been holding in that each one of us needed to answer. And first it was going in some texting, and all this like back, and it was too much. And then we just started talking, and one thing went to another. And in the middle of all of that, he said, I love you. I really do. I love you. Like that. And it took me like, like I knew it. I ain't trying to be funny, but I knew it, I just didn't think he would say it, but I knew it, and everything. So, but we're friends, and everything, but we both felt like we just had to clear the air because we've been holding on to all of this since 1988. And that's too dang on long. It is too dang on long to be holding on to some stuff, and not bitter stuff, just unresolved communication, unresolved answers, unresolved questions. He had questions, I had questions, and the only people who can answer those questions is each other. So, so hopefully now, he can further along and everything. And I know it helped me because, hey, I'm empty. I'm good. And then I could really focus on a new relationship, So, yeah, whenever the Lord brings it. We was talking about that too. He's like, whoever you begin to date, I'm going to have to talk to them. Because you precious, and everything. You the queen. I was rolling. I said, I know, right? I said, I keep telling people that. They don't believe it. He's like, yeah, I talk to them. You got to know I don't play. I'm like, yeah, I know, but your crazy self. Ooh, y'all know them Marines ain't got it all. Ooh, raw. They ain't got it all. Anyway, plus I told him, you've been out there in California too long. That sun probably done baked your scalp and every stuff, So, but yeah. Who is this? Y'all, let me tell you something. Does Facebook got a dating app or something for Facebook. I I just got another request from some man. I don't know you. And I always, when they request me, I look and see who all they know that I know. And then I ask people that I know if they know this, and now it's just somebody requesting me. Absolutely not. Access denied. What's up?
What up, though? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay. I didn't know
How
what
you
microphone it was using.
hearing? Oh, they do have an app. Okay.
Yeah, it's Facebook dating.
Oh, okay. I don't know how I got on the app, but okay. Hey,
Oh, somebody done put you on that.
probably, and that's why it's gonna be access denied. Mm-mm.
Or they just searched your profile or something. I don't know.
Probably. I don't know. Okay. So did you hear what I said? California too long. What you mean? DM
Nah, I
California?
ain't hear you.
You did okay. Remember the guy I was telling you all about that I was supposed to marry? He went into service. He
Hold,
came back.
hold on 1 second. Because I
Go
lost the
ahead.
studio. Where's the studio? Where the hell the studio go? I'm on here, but where's the studio? Y'all was playing games with me. I have no idea what the studio is. Oh, well. I'll just look in the chat. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, there we go. We like it. I like us better like it. Okay. So anyway, I told you that he came back for me 3 times, and the last time I didn't marry him then, so he told me he'll never come back. And once he leave, that's it.
Mm,
Okay. So you know, yeah, I told y'all we all been friends and blah blah blah. And then he came back in 2022 to see me because he just wanted to see me. He ain't seen me, and I'm like, okay, and everything. So yesterday he inboxed me to ask me a couple questions. He said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Sure, you can ask me anything you want." And so he asked me his question, and I said, "Can I ask you a question?" He said, "Sure, you can ask me anything you want." And I started laughing, like that. And so finally, it carried on over into today because he had more questions today. Then the phone call just happened. We just decided, let's just talk, forget all this texting and all of that and stuff. And so a whole lot of things that he had questions about um, when we broke off in 1988. Lord have mercy. 1988 and everything and unresolved issues.
I was 1 years old. No, I'm just kidding.
So he had asked me, then I had questions and unresolved issues. I had told my husband about him as well. Him and my husband had spoke before.
Mm,
I spoke to his wife before because he had, told his wife about me too, and everything. But what I knew this, but what floored me was in the midst of us, just enjoying our conversation and all that, and clearing the air and everything. He just paused and said, "I love you,"
mm.
and I said, he said, "No, I love you." He said, "Now I got that out." And I was like, uh, because I love him too. I ain't gonna front. I do. I'm not in love with him, but the love is still there. It's always has been. Even
Mm.
my husband understood it. I'm like, you got to realize we didn't break up because I couldn't stand him and all that. I was scared, so it was like unresolved issues, and that's one thing I can understand. I had understand your husband. He's like, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. So he already knew that. So it ain't nothing new.
Mm.
And everything. And he's a married man. He's not trying to get with me. I ain't trying to get with him because I don't do married men. Okay. But it was just unresolved issues that long ago we needed to clear the air. So we finally got a chance to clear the air. And it's tripping me out because I never thought that he would admit that. Now he's a very honest man, very honest. Okay. Don't ask him what you think because he gonna tell you. And that's refreshing because a lot of men they'll play around the bush. I don't know, whatever you think. No, we gonna have and I love that. Okay, um, and everything. But I never thought he would just come flat foot out and say it. I
Y-
just
Yes, you did.
I did not. I
You
knew it.
did. I'm gonna
I
tell you
knew
how I
it.
know you lying. I'm gonna tell you how I know you. I'm gonna
Uh-uh.
tell you how you lying.
Okay,
Ain't no. I was about to say the N word. I'm trying not to
ninja
say that.
ain't no ninja.
Ain't ain't
Thank
no
you,
ain't no
Yvonne.
brother moving away and moving back and telling you that he's moving specifically back for you and telling you, yo, ultimatum style, I'm moving back this the last time. It's a yeah or nay, and then move away and don't come back for a minute because you were married.
No, 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 no. We were getting married to each other. We supposed to get married to each
Right.
other. He was
But
leaving to go in the service, and I needed to go that last time as his wife to get my housing and all that. And he said that last time he wasn't coming back, and he left.
you didn't go and he didn't
I
come
know
back because it
he
was an
didn't come back
ultimatum.
until he
So
didn't
you
come back
already
until
knew.
twenty 22.
You already knew what it was though.
No, because he's married.
What that got to do with it?
Because he's
You
married.
just said you explained this to your husband. Like
Yeah, I explained it to
it
mine.
does it doesn't go away. Trust. Like I have a high school thing that freshman year in high school. Anyway, long story short,
I okay, give me.
long
I'm
story
ready.
real short.
Okay, come on. Yeah.
I can't. I didn't even get my friend request accepted years later. That's how serious it was, but it wasn't. It never happened, but
Hmm.
the feelings were there. But for some one reason or another, it was like, oh, we can't go there. So it never happened. So it was unrequited love, but it was love nonetheless. And I know that, and I ain't got to like have a, you know, them tell me like, hey, blah 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 blah. You already knew that. You just wanted to hear it.
It ain't even that though. For real, real. No, no shade.
It's like closure though. No,
Yeah,
seriously.
there you
Like
go.
not
That
like you wanted
closure.
to hear it.
Yeah,
It was just like
closure.
closure because it's a closure to a situation. I would love to have a conversation with my freshman year love. I would love to have a conversation. Why aren't you accepting my friend request?
You know what he told me though?
What's up?
He said, you the only person that has ever cared about me.
That's deep when you
That's
married.
deep. Yeah, that's deep. And I was like, huh? He said, out of everybody, he said, even my family members. He said, he said, I love my mom. His mom passed away. He said, I love my mama. He said, but the day that the Marines people showed up at the door, the
Uh,
first time, for him to go, the basic training or whatever, he said, my mama didn't even know. He said, they knocked on the door. I said, here I am. I said, bye, mama, and left. I didn't know that's how he left. I
mm,
didn't, he's telling all. That's why I said we had to get closure because I didn't know how all this went down, and all of this and stuff like that. He didn't know some
right.
stuff, so I was like, wow. And he's like, my
Yeah.
family, he said, my family has never searched for me. They never said, is he living, dead? Nothing like that. He said,
Wait, so he stopped like all communication with his family or whatever. So it's like okay, so he performing loyalty tests like that can get you messed up a lot of the times because I did that in high school. Like I'd be like, I'm not your friend. I'll write a letter. I'm not your friend. Don't talk to me no more. Blah blah blah. To see if you fight for it. Um.
now what happened was his mama, without getting into his business. It had something to do with his mom. Okay. They wasn't real close in family anyway, but they did know
Mm-hmm.
about him. And when his mom passed away, the house was left and it was supposed to go to him. And only one person tried to find him because, like I said, he went into the military and he wasn't looking at Kentucky no more. He meant that. And so could nobody find him. I Okay, Miss FBI agent right here. I
Mm-hmm.
get to start researching and end up finding his uncle. His uncle said, I've been looking for you because I know if anybody can find my nephew, you can. Or if anybody he's going to answer, it'll be you. The rest of us, he's not going to answer us because he think we want something. And I was like, I'll do my best. I'll be daggone. I was able to find him. I
That's
was
what's
able
up.
to,
Did he
yeah.
get the house though?
Yeah, they went on and sold it, and everything, and he did something with the proceeds. He kept some and did some other things with it. But yeah, he was able to get it. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's what's up. Yeah.
yeah, girl, FBI agent. But it was good to clear the air. It
I was just
really
about to
was.
say I'm glad y'all had that time to
And
like
you know what?
say it
And I
without all
just
that lingering shit.
yeah, and I just admitted. To be honest with you, if he wasn't married, absolutely.
I mean, y'all were engaged. Why wouldn't you? That would be like, you know, if
Come on, see.
I was about to say something, but I gotta be mindful.
Okay.
I was gonna speak personally.
You a
uh,
mess. Uh-uh.
I'm so yeah. Anyway, back to you. Yeah, nah. I mean, y'all were engaged at one point, so it's like it's understandable that you still have that, but your respect for the sanctity of marriage and all that other stuff is crazy. But let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Not crazy, not crazy, but you stay true to that. If he said, "I'm getting divorced tomorrow,"
Hmm.
or if he said, "I filed for divorce, we're not together, we've been separated, it's me and you," where would you stand in that?
Honestly, we just had this conversation. Okay, so let me tell you
Uh,
what let me tell you what I said. I won't I would be willing to get to know you because what we're going off of is how we left things in
mm,
1988. In 88, I was 18. You feel me? I'm a full grown woman now. And even though we've talked several times and we've talked for 7 hours today straight, I didn't think I had it in me, but it just flowed. We both kept looking up like, what time is it? And everything. But I would want him to get settled and get single first. Just because you said you filed the papers and y'all divorced, it don't mean she's out of your spirit. You know what I'm saying? I would want him to have some time to himself first, and then we can see, you know.
okay.
Yeah, I
Good
don't
answer.
know.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
And you know what's so funny? He said, "You know what's so funny?" I said, "What?" He said, "My wife's a Libra, and I can't stand y'all." I
Oh,
start laughing because this is something that I know. Okay, like, but this is what I told him. I said, "Uh-huh." He said, "And the girl that's trying to come on to me at work, because he told me about that a while ago. He said, 'Guess what she is?' I said, 'A Libra.'" I said, "We all around you." I said, "But you know what you're trying to do?" I said, "You're trying to supplement me. You're trying to find me and everybody, and it ain't gonna work because there's only one of me."
not supplement you. Okay.
I said, "You trying to find me?" And he laughed because it's true. I said, "You're trying to find me and all these other people, and you aren't gonna find. It's only one of me."
Well, maybe he feels like you were the one that got away.
Okay,
Because
DM, thank you, boo. Huh?
have fun at work, DM. I said maybe he felt like you were the one that got away, and like
He does.
he's trying to he's always been trying to find that. But then again, I think people lie. You know what I'm saying? Like not blatant lies, but you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, it's been 35 years. I've never found anybody like you. You a damn lie.
Oh, excuse me. I know when I talked to his wife, that's what she called me. When I talked to his wife, she said, "You're the one that got away." I started laughing. I'm like, "He did not tell you that." She said, "Yes, he did too."
Well, my grandmother said that my grandfather's wife was like, "Oh, you can go back to her anytime you want. I understand." I was like, "What?"
Uh-uh.
And the foolishness.
Okay, my husband hollered, "Yeah, but I got her now." I cracked up. It was just it
I know
was,
that's right. Because the thing about it is, it's like y'all fit somehow. Like, a lot of people, everybody that get together and say they're going to be together, don't stay together and are not meant to be together. But pretty much, at least let's say statistically in America, half the time when they get married, they stay together. So I mean, y'all figure out a way to work sometimes. So not everybody out there just like, you know, just settling for the one that comes along while you miss the great one or whatever. So it's like, nah, you do have that one that kind of like gets your mind going, your heart racing, and oh my God, I'm so in love, and it's never gonna be anybody else. And you be thinking about that, and then like you find somebody
I told you
else.
I blame you, right? Let me tell you why I blame you.
What?
Because when we was up here the one time, you said, "Do you think it's a good thing to keep allowing people access to you that you no longer are interested in," or something like that? You put it. I said, "Well, they just friends, we can be friends." You said, "But
No,
that's blocking you from possibly getting the one that you're meant to have." And I was like, "Okay, D." I was
absolutely.
like, "Okay, JB, I went on, that thing bothered me and bothered me.
It
I
was
kept
supposed to
hearing
convict
I
you.
know it was meant for you to say that to me. I kept hearing it and hearing it and hearing. I'm like, you know what? I might want to listen to this again. So I sat with it. And I'm like, that's true. I'm gonna have to just, and that's what I did. I released everybody. I'm like, all these people that used to be and all this stuff, they not for me. Let them go away. I don't want to have nothing to do with them. I don't want them blocking nothing new for me. I mean, for real, I went through and did all of that. And ever since then, you talking about feeling light.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, well, dang, DM. I'm not D. Look, I said DM. Looking at his name and call him DM. Good grief. DM
Oh,
got his card full. Shoot,
he
DM got a
gave you
lot of
up to
women.
bat. Oh, he left.
Yeah, he got a lot of women. So no,
DM, come on down.
but oh my gosh, let me eat some ice. It's been
Uh, she's
one
got
of them
the
days.
ham
Look
on
at
the
DM.
line.
He
Oh,
don't pop back in the chat. Look.
oh, hold on, my screen almost went to sleep. Oops.
Mm-mm.
See, DM be listening. DM, oh,
I
DM.
called him you, DM. I was looking at your name and said, "Come on, DM." I mean, JB. Mm-hmm.
She
I
thinking
can't
about
be on. I can't be on
D.
DM's roster. DM got too many women. You know, I can't
DM
share.
got life. He got life going on.
I don't know how to share.
You can help him through life, right? DM life, life, life,
Okay.
life, 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 life.
So, but yeah, so I just wanted to. I'm like, I couldn't rest with this by myself. I had to come on and share with y'all so y'all can help me work these emotions out because I'm sitting back like, okay, this was needed, but and it was, and both of us sitting up here cheesing like we teenagers. Yeah, I'm a grown man over here smiling and stuff like I'm a teenager, and I'm sitting over here cheesing and stuff like I'm a teenager. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, you know what it is too. It's like you get that feeling like I didn't lose it. I never lost it. I still got it.
Mm.
And now it's like, oh, okay, had somebody holding on that long, or all this other stuff. You get all these natural human emotions that's flattering to you, especially in this time of transition. So therefore, now you're like, all right, you take that and use it to build up your self esteem or keep up your self esteem, or puff yourself up or whatever, however you want to say it. But now it's like, what's next?
Yeah, and he told me, he said, yeah, when whoever you meet and try to date, I'm gonna have to talk to them because they need to know I don't play about you. He said, because you're a queen and they gonna need to know to treat you. I said, oh honey, I don't settle for nothing less. I said, thank you, but I don't settle for nothing less, honey. Not me. That's why people tell me now I'm single because I I be single if I gotta settle. Shoot, that don't even sound right to me. Settle. Settle for what?
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Mhm.
You know I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth. So.
DM. No, I'm just kidding. What what you feel about people who maybe rush into like commitment or marriage to have sex, like when they're like religious and they feel like you got to be married before you do this and that, and they want to make sure they do it under the sanctity of marriage, and they go out and they rush into a situation and be like, all right, hell, we like each other, we might as well. Because some people feel like I could always divorce these people.
I never feel like you should rush into anything. I think you should always take your time, and because sometimes when you rush into stuff, you can make a decision that you can't reverse. Um, and me, let me just talk about me. When I got married, my only time, I was gonna say the first time, it's because there's a second coming up, but nevertheless, man, y'all business. Um, when I got married, one of the reasons because I had started becoming new. I started, becoming the woman I wanted to be. My then boyfriend was becoming the man he wanted to be. We wanted to do everything the way that we believe, which is okay. Then we already living together, which is wrong per se, what they say, okay. But we knew we were going to get married. Still don't make it right, but we knew we were going to get married because that was what the conversation was. And so, we just tried to do things right. I wanted to be somebody's wife. I knew I was too good to just be a girlfriend. And I'm not knocking nobody else. I'm talking about me. So don't judge my walk by what I'm saying, think I'm coming at you. I'm not. If you comfortable, do you, boo. Okay. I just knew I wanted more. I knew I wanted my name to be his last name. He knew he wanted my name to be his last name. I wanted whatever marriage had to offer because what I believe is God honors marriage. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be in the good graces of God in everything. I'd already did some out of the wall stuff. Okay. So me and God was on the layaway plan. You feel me? Like, you know,
Yeah.
we was on the left because hey, I was out. I left the church and went out there. And when I tell you I got in the world, baby, I rolled around in the world. I did the
Uh-huh.
splits. I mean, anything you thought you could do, I did. So now that I'm coming back and restoring my relationship with him, I want to make sure that I do what I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a
What's up,
question.
Sissy? Go ahead.
Mix, my friend. Um,
When are you having a game night? Be thinking about that while you're talking. Go ahead.
I'm doing Jeopardy next. I have the game. I found it. But so what about that birthday sex?
Oh no, it didn't happen.
I know it didn't happen, but you was planning on it happening. You
I
weren't
said
telling
it's
nobody
possible.
until
Yep, it's possible, but I didn't even nah, I didn't do it. I don't even
what
miss not doing it at all.
I ain't say
Because
you.
I really want when I do it, it to be when it's supposed to be. And that's for
Mm,
me. I ain't talking about nobody else. For me, when I say I do. Now, if it just
gotcha.
so happened that I'm dating somebody and that night, hey, it was just me and him and some slow music and it just, hey.
I saw you. Yeah, walking in the rain. Just don't have no lemon drops.
Right. So, but I'm not planning on doing it, but if it happens, it happens.
Sorry, DM.
Uh-uh. Mm-mm. You crazy. But yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, you know what I'm saying, if that kind of like you not doing it for your birthday and like saying thinking about it like it's a possibility, but now it's not happening, and now you in this whole new frame of mind, especially with this whole conversation happening. If it's like, okay, yeah, ain't nobody getting the goodies at all until we go to the altar, we sign some papers, and we make this covenant.
But and you also gotta remember it's my song. Play a little slow jam. This time make it sweet. Come on now.
Make
Yeah.
another slow jam.
Come on. Yeah. You gotta realize I was a wife for almost 30 years, so it's kind of hard to me to downgrade myself when I've been a wife.
Mm.
I'm just gonna just start having sex for the sake of having sex. It don't
I
make sense
feel
to
you.
me.
I feel you. But
Yeah.
I think you have to think about the time because when you said the whole birthday thing, I was like, girl, that's the biggest mistake
Okay.
because it ain't
What's
gonna
up,
be no
man?
one off. What up, man?
What you say now?
I said it ain't gonna be no one off.
Mm-mm.
It's not gonna be. It's like one time, like, hey, that was my birthday, bang.
Mhm. Mm-mm.
Especially like okay, especially with a past like you said you've had like as far as like enjoying it and
Yeah.
being exploited with it or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, it's not yeah, you're not somebody that should do something like that.
Right. Okay.
Now
Cutting
had
both
you
ways
said
is
it
quick.
beforehand because you was a little slick about it, you ain't say it to after.
Mm-hmm.
Had you said it beforehand, I was like, girl, stop playing. Stop
Honey,
playing.
I
I would have
lived
put
the
all
life.
kinds of stuff in your head and be like, "What if this happened? This, and that." And I would have, yeah.
You
So
heard
you're
me? I said
you're
I've
right though,
lived a life or two.
man. Haven't we all?
Okay, I done did a little something. Okay.
And the crazy
So
thing about it is we done totally separate things. So all the things together is just too much.
right. I was saying that today. I was saying that it's funny when you look back. I asked him, I said, do you ever look at yourself and be like, dang, I did all of that? Because you still can't believe that you are actually older now. It's like, because sometimes I'll be sitting here and people be talking and I'll say like one of the jobs that I had and
Hmm.
how long I had. And I'm like, dang, did I have it that long? And I have to remind myself, girl, you almost 60. Yeah, you had it that long. And it just,
Yeah, yeah. We old.
Okay. So
What's up, people? What's up, chat? What up? What up? What up? Y'all hitting that like button. Y'all sharing it out. Y'all subscribing
okay.
if you aren't subscribed already. All that good stuff. There's goals up there. I'm broke. I can't get no money. So
Ah, uh-uh.
y'all donate on my behalf.
There is the link if anybody want to come up and talk to us for a little while. I have to remind myself in the time. Okay, sissy, that's what I'm talking about. Cause you forget, cause you still feel like you young. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna tell
Oh,
you what I do.
yeah.
I always see people and they be like, "Oh, I'm 44, I'm 45, whatever," and I'll be like, "Hold up, yo, come here." I'll be like, "My 45 look like that 45."
Mm. You know you ain't right. Okay.
No, because
No, but I do the same thing too. Yeah.
I
I be
be
like,
having
oh,
to check. I'm like, oh, but then I be like, damn, do I act like I'm my age? Like I think I don't know, maybe I ain't grow up or something. I don't know. I just don't know.
well, see me. Plus, they say you keep kids around you, it keeps you young. You know, so I don't know, but I stay
I don't
young.
know. You had a small team. I ain't had no kids. Well,
I
I did
know it's
help
right.
raise kids, so
I have
mm.
been with my hubby 19 years, houseway. Okay, come on. I'm only 21. Say that. I
I
know
know that's
that's
right.
right. Shoot.
Yeah, no, them years go by
They do.
anyway. I
They
think I
do.
gotta walk my dog in a few minutes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, my
Them years fly by, bro.
the first I'm gonna say the first four can be troublesome because you're still learning each other and
6.
you still you still, you
Six
know,
and a half,
like
7, because the
quit,
7 year
quit.
itch. No, the 7 year itch for real. It's
Oh,
real too. That
oh,
7 year
wow.
itch is real.
Mm. I know the first four for us because I had this man thing. I was every woman. I don't need no man. Yeah, okay. Mm-mm.
Oh, you know what? Damn, I just not wireless. Never mind. I'll do it in a minute. Go take me some wings down. Fry me some chicken. Oh, I made chop barbecue yesterday.
What time does it be where you are? Cause I don't care what time we on here. You great cook. It's like, and I know right now it's 10 something. So what is it where you at? Hey, what's up,
we
Auntie?
we in the same time zone.
Oh wow. So sometimes you just be cooking at 10 something.
Usually cook at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I told you I'm an overnight person. That's why you be really like. I don't know if you think I be playing, but they know me like in like YTC chat and people like that. They know I'm falling asleep at that time. Really, that's why Charlie be like, I understand you be sleep. I be trying to catch your lives, but that be like my bedtime. That's my nighttime.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense. You upside downwards. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'm backwards
That's how
for
my
real.
sister is. One of my sisters, I got plenty. I may need to specify. One of my sisters is like that. She's a night owl, and by the time in the morning comes, she's ready to go bed.
Mm-hmm.
And I be calling. She's like, I'm like, you still sleep? I just went to bed. I'm like, girl, bad. I ain't got time to deal with you. I'll call you around 3.
You know what makes it? She said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 year itch. I can't.
Hey.
Yo, no, for real. That 7. You didn't have that 7 year itch.
Mm-mm.
I mean, did he have that 7 year itch, or do you not know he had that 7 year itch?
You had to know my husband. I know everybody say, well, every man. No, you would have had to know
No,
me.
I don't go by that every man, every woman thing. Like
Mhm.
every person doesn't act the same. Like I don't generalize like genders and all that other stuff because everybody's so different. Like people say I'm supposed to be a
Thank
certain
you for my
way because
M&M
of,
son.
oh, that's
Mhm,
so
I came
nice.
home and he had him on my pillow. I'm like, oh, he bought me some M&Ms. But
But
my
yeah, I don't go by that though.
yeah, well, at that time, I think my husband was thanking the Lord that I wasn't trying to stab him. Uh,
Oh no.
oh yeah, I was. I'm still. I'm heck with a knife. I'm registered. I had to get registered because I'm an expert with a knife and a sword. I told you my daddy taught me martial arts, so I can work a sword like a knife. So I used to get mad, and one day, this is Lord have mercy. Thank you, God. Look, I'm delivered. But one day, me and him was having an argument. We was living in our townhouse. We have having an argument, and we called it heated fellowship. Okay, I don't even know what we was arguing about. Who cares? It was Monday. Okay, so let's just pick that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
So I was like, "Wah." And he was like, man, gone, because I'm good. Get up out of here. And I'm gonna let you argue about your damn self. Like that, because he didn't like to argue. But he had
Uh,
pissed me off. So anyway, he grabbed me. And when he grabbed me, not grabbed me aggressively, but to hug me, but he was
mhm,
holding me tight. And to me, that felt like he was trying to like hold me captive. And
mhm,
I said, I'm gonna get you when you let me go. And that's how plain I said it. I said, I'm gonna get you when you let me go. I wasn't struggling or nothing. And he kept trying to scoot to the door because we was in the bedroom. And right there by the bedroom, if you make a slight right, that's the steps. Okay. So he's trying to scoot, but he's still holding on to me. He's trying to scoot. It's comical. We started laughing about this years later. Okay. It became funny. We used to tell the story. So he got to the top of this, like he got to the door, and the way he released me, I went back a little bit. He went to hit them steps. I went down. It's like it was all in slow motion. I went back, went down, grabbed my knife, came up and said, shoom, just like, didn't miss a beat. He got to the bottom of the step and knife said, boom, and hit right next to his head. Now, here's the thing. He wasn't even looking at the knife and pivot. That's why it hit next to his head and not the back of his head.
mm.
I don't know how I said it was God because he ain't got eyes in the back of his head. And
Nope.
I threw that thing. It was supposed to go right in the back of his head. And he pivoted. When he pivoted to the left, it hit right there by his ear on the door. Said, shoo, and stuck. He said, oh, hell no. And he took off. He ain't get no car keys or nothing. He just took off. Took off running.
Mm-mm.
And I went on back, came back upstairs in the room, finished doing what I was doing, went back downstairs to sit. Of course, my phone rung, and it was my daddy telling me, baby girl, because he done called my daddy on me because that's the only one that can calm me down.
I don't had to do that. Get
Really?
get your loved one, cause I'm fuck them up. I swear, I ain't touched them yet. But you better calm them down, cause I'm trying. Lord knows,
Okay.
I don't want to black out.
I ain't proud of it, but it was what it was. So
I'm
I
about
still
to
had
fuck
anger
them up.
issues. Well, baby, my anger issues was something else. I had anger issues out the butt. And I guess my daddy thought teaching me a specialty like that would help calm me, and it didn't. It just helped reinforce what I was.
Exactly
You
why I
know,
won't get a gun.
yeah, I got one of those too. But yeah, but I'm
Mhm.
better now. I don't let
Exactly
things bother
why.
me.
No, I don't trust myself yet. No.
Okay, but wait a minute. How come after that my husband took all the knives and put them up where if I needed something cut, he had to cut it. It was messed up.
See? No,
Anytime we went to Walmart or somewhere
not
that sold
laughing at that.
knives, yeah, every time we went to Walmart or something that sold knives, I would want to go over. He's like, we don't look at knives. Remember, we don't do knives. He said, only thing coming in our house is a butter knife. He said, we don't do for I think this went on for like 2 years. Seriously. 2 years. He wouldn't let me touch no knives. Because he's like, nope, you ain't gonna kill me. Nope. Have a flashback and cut me. Nope.
I know
I
that's
ain't
right.
got no sense. So I had to get delivered.
A lot of people gotta get delivered. Sometimes you gotta usher in that deliverance. Like I told you, get your loved one if I fuck them up.
Okay. Like, honey, don't let the smell fool you.
Right, I'm trying.
Don't let the smell fool you.
Lord knows I'm
It
trying. Like
is. It's something behind her. At least I didn't do like my friend. My friend shot her boyfriend's chicken up with some sleeping medicine she took from the nursing home.
see, I just can't do it because I don't even like fighting. I don't like hurting people. I don't even like hurting people's feelings. So
Mm-mm.
that's why I don't say a lot of stuff because I know if I say a lot of stuff that I want to say, a lot of
It's
people
gonna hurt.
yeah,
Hmm.
and people would catch strays because it'll be like I'm talking about this situation. Like when people be like, I'm just talking about this fat person. Like, no, you're not. You are hitting every fat person that's listening. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't. That's why I always like hold back what I say, and I don't really say everything that I want to say. So that's why you got close family and friends that you could just talk to and say whatever. Cause yeah, some of the stuff you just be like, I can't say that. Nope, I
Yeah,
can't say that.
I kind of, I use wisdom now too. I really do. It's a whole lot of things I be in my back of my mind, like, girl, go on and cuss her out and be done with it. But then the other side of me, like, you better than that.
Okay, wait.
Cussing ain't broke.
Wait, also,
Cuss. Mhm.
never.
Go ahead. uh,
I was confused the other day,
about what?
the other night.
You gotta text me
The
because I don't
text I
remember.
sent you.
Okay, about that person.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Ooh,
No, because
child.
I was just like, yo,
Yeah, I'm gonna have
like,
to text you on that one because oh Lord. That's all I got. That's all I got. Because if I go any further, it ain't gonna be
right.
nothing.
And you just like, but it's just like, like you be trying on here, you be like, yo,
Okay.
what's going on? What's wrong? Like for real. And sometimes you be like, yo, where's your staff or your family? Why are they letting you access the
Right.
internet right now? Why are you not being monitored?
Okay.
Where is your staff? Let me call the group home because you can
Some
y'all get
people
this person off the internet right
some
now?
people are weird and don't know they're weird. That's the thing. And everybody caters to the weirdness. It's like,
Cause it makes them money.
and I be trying to kind of tell, and I went to school for this, so I
Yeah.
should know how to
That's
do
why
this.
I said you. I was like, yo, you used to. I ain't certified. I'm sorry. I'm not qualified. I can't
Okay,
handle
look,
this.
Mick said, "Where's your handler?"
Where's your handler?
No,
Where's your
ma'am.
scooter? Where is your scooter? Sorry.
I'm like, no, I went to school for this, but I'm retired. I am not trying to look up in these books and see how to deal with this. I'm just not. Bless her
Ain't
heart.
nobody trying to scroll through the DSM-4 and all that, trying to like figure out how you DSM-5 now, whatever you got going on.
I know. Where's your helmet? Okay. JB, girl, JB had me rolling. I couldn't even finish my laugh because I was cracking up at that text. He's crazy. Something wrong with you.
No, because I was just like, man, listen, what?
Yeah.
What is going on for real?
Uh-uh.
No,
What's your question, sissy? Wait a minute. Carry on. I'm getting the text. Wait a minute.
and some people be really touched, and I
Well,
just be
not by
like,
God. How about that?
well, I don't know, cause just say babies and fools, so I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, but not. Okay. We're going to let that stand. Okay. Mm.
Wait, is this? No, that's not the studio. My studio disappeared. I have no idea what it is.
Okay. I'm still here. If
So
it goes out, I have to refresh and come back in.
yeah, you good. So yeah, nah. So I be trying to figure people out. It's a lot of people like, and then it's people you could talk to like you have conversations offline, and you just be like, okay, yep, that was a mistake.
Yeah. Okay. Nick saying, where's your handler, helmet? How are you able to terrorize the world? Those kinds of questions.
Now that third question or the second question, terrorize the world. That's a specific person I think about, and it's just be like, I just be wanting to. God forgive me. I just want somebody to just beat that person in the throat
Not the throat. Not the throat.
because I want them to lay down and shut up.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Mix, just read my book. Said she was gonna get in touch with you to see when y'all wanted to do y'all cocktail mocktail in the panel. Remember, we all gonna do. Well, one of y'all gonna host the panel. You gonna make a mocktail. She's making cocktails, and we just gonna do the dang thing. I'm looking forward to that because I need to, yeah.
Nick's doing both, right? She doing mocktails and cocktails, right?
I'm not sure. I thought they split
Because
up.
Mix is a mixologist.
I know. I would have loved for Lovely Love to be a part of that because she made a drink. For one, I can't even get it out. So let me just. Oh yes, I showed her. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm glad Lovely Love is doing well. She
Well,
said she
I
doesn't
haven't
have an
seen her.
infection. She doesn't have an infection. She was at the
Good.
doctor. She got checked out. So
That's
She's
all
doing
that.
well. She's looking healthy and all the other stuff.
No,
But
then.
she crazy as f.
I know, Mix. That's why I canceled it. No, man. I'm sorry, girl. You know I can't keep up. You know I can't keep, but you know I got you, sissy. So yeah, yeah. Forgive me.
Nubiology, what up though?
Nubiology, how beautiful. We gonna have the ladies is gonna have a mocktail and cocktail panel, and for anybody. But I'm just saying, it's gonna be mixology and just read my book. So, and
You
then
should,
I'm doing the egg roll challenge.
wait, I thought, oh, okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you about. You said you wanted to change it.
I know. Okay, so mix you here. Do should I still do the egg roll or should I do the loaded fries?
Oh, you said loaded fries is what you're talking about. I thought you was talking about doing fried foods
No,
like
no, no. Loaded fries, like you fry the fries and then you can put
yeah.
whatever you want on loaded.
No, don't do loaded fries.
Okay,
Just
so
because you did loaded toast, and
yeah, I'll be known as
people,
the
yeah,
loaded.
yeah, right. And people, even though you said this is the house of the loaded, but the thing about it is, people already been clowning, but show a little like depth because actually egg roll is loaded too, if you think
Yeah,
about it.
yeah,
But the egg roll thing is very interesting.
I think so too.
Cause loaded fries, I mean, it could be interesting, but it's like people gonna just think, oh, well, you just frying fries and throwing stuff on it. Like you can just do whatever. But you got to be strategic about what you put in the egg roll because you got to think about the thickness, how much you put in it, like how you gonna fry it, what kind of oil, like for how long, like if
Yeah,
you're gonna do a deep fry, like or if you're gonna do an air fry, oven fry. Um, so yeah, it's a lot of things you can do with the egg roll thing. So I'm excited about that.
yeah. So I should have the flyer out probably Monday. Just to let everybody know they want to be a part of it. And so it don't take that many ingredients, just like the toast did. And I don't know why people didn't join that because they don't bought chicken, and all this other stuff for these. I'm like, all you gotta do is get
Well, I know the psychology behind that, but anyway,
okay. All right.
yeah, but which Mix had brought up something that was on that sparked the thought. Oh, the hosting. Okay, so I may do Frenemy Feud on Frenemy Feud BSE. Let me say the whole title. On
All right, here come Mix. Here come my boo. Wait a minute.
uh
What's up, Sissy?
Hey,
what
Hey,
how y'all doing?
I'm
Gear.
blessed.
JB up here trying to get me in trouble. I'm not messing with him.
I'm trying not to
I
get
see.
myself in trouble. Kid-
uh,
'Cause
Y'all
uh,
two single people. I don't know how you could get in trouble, okay?
honey, it's many ways you can get in
we're
trouble.
not two single people, but so
Right.
yeah,
JB,
so
JB.
You not single no more?
huh?
Let me find out.
But so the
My
hosting
friend got a
thing,
friend.
the hosting thing. So listen,
Nah, don't be trying to skate over that.
but I want to tell you about this hosting thing because I have a dilemma about Frenemy Feud BSE.
Okay.
So I want to do it November 20th. I was gonna do the 6th, but it's too close to Jill's thing, and I really don't want to detract any attention. Not that I would anyway from her stuff, but also I want to be able to kind of like fully be in it, have the full energy for her stuff, and not everything be so close. So I was like, November 20th is cool. Week before Thanksgiving, my birthday, but and all the other stuff. But also, what I was like, I forgot and mentioning stuff, but I didn't when I was telling people to pick their teams. It's certain people I don't want to be on my channel. Like I don't want you on my platform. So I'm just like,
Mhm.
when people tell me their teams, and I'm gonna have to be like, nah, this. I almost said the B word. That heifer, that heifer can't be on my channel, or that dude can't. Nah, not at all, not at all. So how do I approach that? Do
And
I keep
that's
up?
exactly how I feel about, like, I've been around too long. So certain people just you just can't not
I
in my space.
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Now
Exactly.
in your space, I can't tell you who you can like and who you can have on your panel. If I don't mesh well with them, I just stay my butt in the chat. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But yeah, like certain people, if I was doing a challenge, you absolutely cannot
No,
participate.
that's right. I know that
Yeah.
all.
And for several reasons. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But mainly your sportsmanship. You know what I mean? You got to be a good loser and winner
Right.
if
Right.
you want to
Right.
participate in my challenge. You
For sure.
know, because
Hmm.
for me, it's about the fun. You
Yep.
know, it's not about
Exactly.
winning. It's not about money. It's not about none of that. You know what I mean? If you're not coming to enjoy the people and the content and what we giving, like, then don't come. You know, that's really where I'm at with YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
I
everybody's not
It's some
welcome.
people. It's some people that have just been really disrespectful to everything
Yeah.
that I am. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no, and
So
I'm big
it's
on
like
morals and values. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it don't
Jeffrey,
have
my
nothing to
book.
do.
What up?
That's what I said. It's just free. Hmm.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
no, I
you
feel
know.
you.
Now
So
I'm
yeah.
not saying that. You know, everybody had a right. You know, to talk they smack. And we all know how the challenges go. Like the challenges, we have fun as the contestants, as the hosts and the judges, and then it's for the sector to speak on it and give
Right.
their commentary. Right.
Hmm.
So good or bad. But I
Hmm.
have an issue when the contestants are sore losers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I feel you on
if
that.
y'all
Yeah.
didn't pick me, guess what? I still had fun. I still made food. I still
Yeah.
enjoyed it. You know what I
Still look
mean?
good.
Like, I didn't have to win. And I'm not gonna hold you. I
Right.
enjoyed the money, you know what I'm saying? But I lightweight struggled with keeping it. You know what I mean? I did. Like, I lightweight struggled with it because I didn't do it for the money.
Yeah, I feel
Right.
you, boo, and I
Right.
thank you. Yeah.
Like, it's not about that for me, so I'm like, my sissy could use this $30 for her birthday.
Yeah.
But I kept my
Yep.
money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I sure did.
That was
Like
nice.
I
Yeah.
said, my pots don't be big because I'm doing them myself. I don't have donations, but it's coming from the
But
whole.
girl, if you would have sent me $5, I would have been like, thank you. It would
Uh,
have got the same thank you as if you sent 300. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Because
feel,
it's not about the money. But if
yeah,
you'd have
Yeah.
sent me 300, I'd have sent you some money back. That's
I
too
believe
much.
that. I believe that.
Like, I think the
Yeah. I believe that.
challenges should be about $25. We
Mm-hmm.
not spending. Yeah, at least I didn't. I didn't spend no whole heap of money. I stayed within my means, my budget.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I spent less than $30 on all the ingredients because I had majority of it at my house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You know
saying? I
what?
only had to really buy the bread and the shrimp. Everything else is a staple in my house.
Oh, you
So
you went to the Japanese store, right? You said for the bread,
yeah,
or
and that was $3
oh,
for the
okay.
loaf. You know what I mean? So I spent $3 on that. I spent $2 on a loaf at Safeway. So that was $5. And then I bought a 2 pound bag of shrimp that was $12. And I used less than a pound. Like,
Okay.
I didn't spend no money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like,
Well,
I'm
that's
not I'm
why I
not about to
haven't
spend
done
no
a
hundred
lot of game
dollars.
nights. I haven't done a lot of game nights because I be wanting to give out like stuff, and I gotta get over that because people be like, "We don't care about that." I was like, I don't know, but I kind of do.
No,
I kind of
I
do.
feel like if you want to do a game night, those who want to play the game gonna come.
True.
Yeah,
Those
because
who
People keep
win, it could
saying
be
that.
I just was
it's
enjoying.
bragging rights. Like, do you know? Okay, so my sis Dolly, she used to do games back in the day, right? This like 5, 6 years ago.
Mm,
Sometimes we get money, sometimes we wouldn't. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
we always had a good time. Like, always.
yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, the money that she ended up giving out would be from one of us donating. Like, we want to play another game. We want you to stay. We want you to host. So we gonna give you $25 to give it out. You see
Okay.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, that's
So
what happened too.
sometimes,
My
like,
friend
if you
Yolanda
just
hosted. I mean, my friend Yolanda, she pretty much sponsored game night last time because she was like, "Nah,
yeah,
I
and that's
support
another
you. Come
thing.
on,
Like,
let's go."
I don't have no issue with sponsoring one of your game nights. Like,
Well,
when I tell you my Cash App money that I get, that $30 is still sitting in that Cash App.
Oh
okay.
wow,
I ain't
that's what's
touched
up.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you want me to sponsor a game night, I don't have no issue with sending you that $30, JB. Like, real
You don't have
talk.
to, I appreciate that. You don't have to do that, but
Don't
I'm
be
gonna
no
do.
prideful man now.
I'm not.
I'm
I'm gonna
telling
do
you,
Jeopardy
I could
soon. I'm just trying to
sponsor
figure
a
it out.
$30 game night.
I appreciate it. I'll put up
And that's
the
because I
info.
want the good content. I will
Yeah,
pay y'all for good content. I'm not rich, you know what I'm saying? But I don't do super chats. I don't do cash apps. I don't really, I don't give out my money like that on the application.
I
yeah,
feel you.
So if I'm supporting you in a year, $30 is what, $2 a month? Three, not even $3 a month,
mm,
right?
yeah.
That's
You're
a
right.
membership, right? That's how I see it. And that's to keep the content flowing on your channel.
Yeah,
I
I feel
can't I can't sponsor everyone,
you.
but I
Right.
could sponsor one. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
you
I'm
do
sure
for
it's
who you want.
11 other people that support you that feel that same way to keep your content flowing, to keep your channel good. They will sponsor you. And you ask not, so you have not, right?
That's true.
So you turn it down. And I know it's a lot of people that's on here that don't want that. You know what I mean? They want to do it themselves. That's great. But part of networking is us supporting each other. And I personally believe in spending my money with my people. If I could circulate this money that I get from corporation to my people, that make me feel good. It's not very many businesses, black owned businesses locally that I could support.
Yo,
Y'all are the
that's
black
true.
owned business that I
That's
could
true.
support, you know? So that's how I think of it.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? I think of it like that too. And I try to do that as well. My frame of thought is I always am always in the frame of mind is like I don't want to do something or have somebody do for me that I can't do for somebody else. Like I'm not in a position to be able to do to pay it forward. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So if I can't do it, I don't want somebody else to be like doing this thing that I can't pay for it. You know what I mean? So that's where I really be thinking. But I mean, it won't always be like that though. And I'm not prideful to the point where I'm like, nah, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'll do it, and I'll be like, F it, we gonna have it, and I'll put up my cash app or whatever, and if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. So yeah.
Imagine you doing a show, right? That was sponsored. Let's just say you did a show that was sponsored. You put your cash app up, and then
Hmm.
you wake up the next morning and you got $300 in your cash app from doing that
Man,
sponsored show.
that's
Now you could
crazy.
pay it forward.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? We gotta
Yeah.
think differently. And a lot of the reason why we don't have and we don't move the way that we should move is because of laws of attraction. By you saying
Mhm.
you can't pay it forward, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna keep attracting. That
You
you
right.
can't pay it forward. Right.
Absolutely.
So instead of that saying, you know
Hello.
what, if I did get this sponsored show, right, and I do a really good job and then I gain traction on my channel or my cash app, I could bless somebody else. You
Yeah.
know, think like that. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but at
Nah,
the same time,
you giving
like,
good advice though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, some people think they know everything, but I don't think I know everything. Hell, I don't think I know a lot. So whatever somebody tells
right.
me, I take it in, I listen, and I process what I need to process. You know what
Can
I'm
I
saying?
tell
I
y'all,
appreciate it.
y'all, my family? Can I tell y'all
What up?
about a blessing?
Mm.
I love to hear about blessings.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, my
So
kid is riding her scooter in the back, so if y'all hear clicking, clacking, and all of that, that's what y'all hear, okay?
it's
We
all
good.
right.
We got
No,
about what, one more month while she enjoy it because she got it on her birthday,
yep,
and then she'll throw it
yep.
away in a month.
No, no, she is an outdoor kid.
Oh, okay, so she
She
gonna
is an
ride that
outdoor
thing.
kid. She want to ride in the rain, like, yeah. I'm the one that be like, it's raining. She like, so.
Uh, okay, y'all. So
All
check this
right, go
out.
Okay,
ahead.
blessing time. Sorry.
That's all right, y'all fine. I got a email because I try to keep up with my credit and blah 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 blah. I don't know how long with this administration, but whatever, I claim I will.
Mm,
So, but I try to keep up with my credit. So I got an email that said your credit points went up 160 points. Okay,
oh, okay.
and I was like,
Hey.
Lord, I said 160 points.
Mine went
This
down.
gotta, I said, I said, this gotta
Me
be.
too.
I didn't worry about it. So then I received an email from another platform that I have watching my credit as well that said your credit has went up tremendously. It's at 161. So at least I know it's up in the 160s, right? So
Mm,
I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I was paying, I had to go get my license renewed. So I used my credit card. And I have gotten to where I check my credit card, transactions because they be getting you. So I'm like, well,
hell
let me
yeah.
go and check his credit card or whatever, because it ain't much, but it's enough for me. You know what I'm saying? And so I logged on, and when I saw my credit amount, I blinked and blinked again and blinked again. I'm
Mm,
like, I logged out, and I just stared at my computer. And so then I said, well, let me call. So I called because, I ain't gonna say who I go credit with, but I called. And I typed in my code and my information, and it repeated what I saw on the credit on the computer. I was
mm-hmm.
like, God, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Listen, tell them to cap that. Tell them to cap that. My friend,
Uh-huh.
her credit was great. And mine went down by 160 because of credit when Trump told them to start doing the student loan things again.
Yeah.
They put mine all as late payments. I'm like, first of all, no, it's not. But it
Okay.
hit my credit and they went down by 160. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, tell them to cap that because my
Okay,
friend,
Captain.
she had great credit. And they kept upping her credit limit without her knowing.
Hmm.
Next thing she knew, she looked at her credit card. It was like over $10,000 limit. They do that so you can get in trouble.
I know, but see, and this is my thing
Mhm.
though. I used to work for the credit card company. So
Hmm.
actually, and I used to work for several banks too. I ain't gonna tell y'all which ones, but I tell my family, but not y'all. And y'all know who my family is. That goes without saying. Um,
Hmm.
but I understand that. But my thing, this is what I learned, and this is what I was gonna share with people. What you want to do is what day that your credit card company reports, okay? And that's different from the day that your credit card payment is due.
Hmm.
Yeah, your
Yep.
statement
Yep.
balance. Right.
Yeah,
Your
Yeah.
statement day versus your
there you go.
Hmm.
payment day. Yeah.
Payment day.
What
Uh-huh.
what I've been doing for the last month and a half is whatever I use on that card before the statement of the next month, I pay it down to
Pay it
10.
down. Hmm.
I leave it to $10, and then once it's done made the statement, then I go back and charge it up again.
Or
So
that 30%
but I
or
told you,
less.
yes, there you go, yep. And so I just started doing. I knew what to do, but sometimes you don't pay no attention to that. I'm like,
I
I'm,
don't.
I'm gonna use my own advice because I used to help people with their credit. So I'm like, I'm gonna use my own advice, and I did it. I just wasn't expecting it to do that quick. I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah,
So
you could change your credit in 6 months.
6
And what
months.
I
Yeah, it only
learned
takes six
too,
months. Yeah.
yeah, what I learned is for me, all of my credit cards but one, I pay my statement balance on
okay,
the statement day, right?
yeah.
So before the due date, I go look and it'll tell you like on the 16th is your statement balance or whatever.
Mhm.
I pay it on the 15th, like you said, right?
Yep, yep.
So
Hmm.
I paid a statement. One card every time I pay it off, they add like 1,000 on there every time because I'm putting like $400 or $500 charges on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they see that I'm using it, they see that I'm paying it off, and they just keep raising that limit. You know what I mean? Now,
Yep.
I want them to raise that limit right now just because of that other credit card, that utilization. Like, I want to keep that utilization
Yeah.
overall
Right.
at 10%.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, people don't
But
know
I
about
got
that either. Yeah, it's like just because they raise your limit don't mean you should use it.
Right.
use it. Yeah, don't use it. Don't use it. So I try to keep all of my like my credit card use is what I have cash ready. You know what I mean? Like I don't go above and beyond what I have in my bank account, if that
Mm.
makes sense. I don't just
Yeah,
spend
no,
money to
yeah,
spend
it makes
money.
sense. Yeah,
You
it
know what I
makes sense.
mean?
Like,
Like
Yep.
for my daughter's birthday, I bought I wanted nice stuff and I wanted stuff we could reuse over and over again.
Okay.
So my big baby, on her birthday, I bought the Blackstone and I bought the canopy, right? But I
Okay.
charge it on my credit card so I could get the points and the, the money, the rewards or whatever. But I had the money in my account. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
if I
Yeah,
didn't have that money in my account, I wouldn't have spent it.
that's how you're
I know
supposed
I
to
could
do
pay
it.
that statement balance when it comes.
Yeah.
I could have paid cash, but I like to get my rewards, my little extra little twos and fews. So
Neat.
I've started to learn to use credit in that way, like pay my bills that I would normally pay, like my cell phone bill, my water bill, PG&E, all of that. I pay all of that with my credit card. And then
Yep.
at the end of the month, I pay that statement balance.
Yep.
Because that's a part of my cost of living. I wish I could put my mortgage on that broad. Now
I know that's
let me
right.
find out how I could put
Well,
that mortgage on
let
that
me
broad,
speak a
and
blessing.
we gonna be winning.
Let me
Okay.
speak a blessing out there. I'm gonna speak an increase in my credit too. Let me see.
Yes, and
Let me
it's
open up the
easy to
app
do.
right now and speak it in there. Hold on. All right.
And I update my every year. When you get your pay increase, I update that. I let them know I got a pay increase, so you can increase that credit too. But I do want to cap it at a certain point.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend, she had to tell them. She said, "Nah, bring that back down to 5,000." She said, "Cause y'all playing, cause it was about to
No,
be
Man.
she
like
was playing. That's what it was. She was playing.
she was like, no, I saw her they was like, she had like three or four. At one point, she had seven, and I told her stop, and then she's like got rid of like what three or four of them, and then she had to call them and cap it because they kept raising her limits. So I was like, yo,
My discover at the end up being 3,500. And my mama got A1 credit. She said, I can't even get a discover. I don't know how you did it. I said,
yeah, Discover is difficult.
Discover. I have a Discover, and now that you say something, I need to call them. But my problem is I get the credit card, don't use it.
yep,
Then next thing you know, I have a closed account, and that's negatively affected on your
it
credit.
is. Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
So what
yeah.
I've learned too is to put them cards in rotation. So I haven't used my Discover card in almost a year. You know what I mean? Like I need to go charge something on there just to keep it open.
Yep.
But yeah, like I don't do big purchases like that unless if it's furniture or something like that. Yeah, then I pay that off over time because I'm not dropping no 4 or 5 thousand at once. I just can't do that.
I'm
But
trying to amp up myself to do this new washer and dryer because I got the way my laundry room is. It's like it's a stackable in there. That was in there when we moved in here. Like we bought it from the person that left. It was like sure, okay, but I'm gonna get two separate ones. But I have expensive taste, and I just
did
can't.
you see the all in one?
Yeah, but they take too long. They take way too long. Yeah, they say I know my friend. He has a newer one, the second generation. He said it takes about 3 hours plus. The old one took like he said 4.5, 6 hours or something like that for one load. And I'm like, hell nah. And we went to the store and it was like, yeah, this one was like 94 minutes. I'm like, I'm good. Nope, I can't
Did
do
you
it.
see it, Mix? You see it?
Yeah, I seen that. I'm gonna call them. I am because I got a credit card with their name on it. Sure do. And that's my good one. That's the one with the low APR. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though I would still pay it off every month because I'm used to paying that off.
Yep.
But yeah, that one. Yeah, I need that one to grow because that one is with a credit union. So
Mm.
yeah, I like my credit union card to be empty and in full at the same
Yeah.
time. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, Curry, I'm gonna ask my son something. Go ahead.
It's Friday night, y'all.
It really is. I'm so excited. I have a special little treat for myself tomorrow. I
Okay,
get to go tour a prison.
you get to tour a prison.
hmm
What are you doing? An outreach program or something?
No, one of my employees, his father is a warden
Oh,
and he's retiring. So he's doing a tour with his family. And I was like, I'm family. I want to go. I was
Wow.
just joking, but he was like, you could come. I said, I want to go.
Is it a
So
women?
especially I get a tour with the warden. Yeah, we going in places unseen.
Okay.
Okay. Is it a
Yeah,
women?
so I'm excited.
Huh?
No, it's a men's prison.
Men's prison. Okay. Okay.
I
Yeah.
want to go.
I know. I don't know why I'm so intrigued and like I'm fascinated with like criminals and true crime and like the justice system and all of that.
I
So to
Oh,
like
just be
watching
able to
those
like,
movies and stuff. I used to watch 90 Days In.
oh
hold on.
yeah, I like that. One of my favorite movies is Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I like prison movies. I don't know why. It's just intriguing.
We grew up on Oz too, so that was.
Man, listen, I seen every episode. Oz is one of the the few series I can say I saw all the episodes too.
Yeah, I can't say I saw all the episodes, but
I
definitely
had
was tuned
definitely did.
in.
Yeah, at
And
a
then
BT.
when Orange is the New
You,
Black came out, I think I made it to like season
I never
4
saw
or
that.
something.
I never saw it. I never saw it. You know why? Because I'm gay and it's just it was women and I was like, it's so fucked up.
Yeah,
But
I don't believe that, but whatever. I don't believe that at all. But okay, we gonna say that then.
But
I
wait,
don't know. It started
you know
getting kind
Ada
of
BC
cheesy.
story? Ada BC, remember from Oz? You
At a
know his
BC, the one with the beanie cap.
yeah, you know his real story?
Uh.
Bruh, he was a skinhead.
Shut up.
Yeah, he was the
How?
leader. He was the leader of the skinhead group.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's a whole movie. He did an autobiography of his life. Yeah, he was the leader of a skinhead group, bro.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It was really good. It's really good, and like his life was interesting.
Any YouTube doctors in there? Okay.
Ashton, what up, Ashton? Ashton is funny. Ashton funny is hilarious and beautiful, beautiful and
So
hilarious.
is this you playing Jeopardy? You said.
I'm doing Jeopardy, or this other game called Chain Reaction.
So is the Jeopardy the B sector edition?
No, 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 no,
Oh, okay.
no. Friend of Me Few BSC is the B Sector Edition one.
Oh, okay. You did that one already?
No, I just wasn't interested in the female prison. That's all. It wasn't about thinking that it was having a perception of what it would be like. It just, and it's not misogyny. I like to find myself. I like to watch what represents me. That doesn't represent me. I'm very assured and very articulate in what I mean. I
I'm
could
trying to
say
pull this
I
up.
could say what I wanted and what I needed. That's all. It wasn't that deep. Just wasn't interesting. It didn't represent me.
My son had just came back, y'all, from and here everybody that came in. My son had just came back. That's why I was trying to check and see if he was okay. He forgot his badge.
Oh
So
no.
yeah, so it means he gonna be a little
Are you
later.
Now you're
making
gonna be
are you
later.
making stew, Ashton?
Huh? Oh.
She got up to put potatoes and carrots in the pot.
I'm going to show y'all something real quick before we get out of here.
Hold on, like
What you make for dinner?
Who
I came
me?
to my studio. Hold on. Let me
Are you talking
Yeah,
about
what
me?
y'all make?
hold on.
I
Let me
Yeah,
was
what y'all make for dinner?
I just wondered what I had up yesterday. I cook fish.
That catfish.
Yeah, and I threw it in the oven to get it just right, girl, all crisp. And I warmed up my,
Okay.
my broccoli. I warmed up my
okay.
broccoli and cheese, and honey, that's what she ate, girl.
Yeah, I had what I had yesterday. I made chopped barbecue, cabbage, because I had to make the cabbage. It's weird. Baked beans, some hush puppies.
No, you was throwing
Right?
down
He be cooking.
on a
That's how he
Thursday.
be.
On a Thursday.
And sometimes it be one something in the morning, and he be over cooking. He said, I was like, I asked him, I said, what time does it be where you at
Yeah,
when
I'm
you be
about to go
cooking?
fry wings when I get up here.
Yeah, I made some dirty rice and shrimp last night. We had hot pot.
I love
You
dirty
good,
rice.
boo. That's why I holler, how the hell are ya? Okay, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all something.
I swear she be
Dang, come
wanting
up.
me to respond and go back and forth with her so bad. Like, I just don't
No,
understand. I
no,
don't respond to trolling. I couldn't care less. Anyway, beautiful people.
I'm trying to pull it up, but it's still spinning, y'all. I'm trying to pull it up. It's still spinning. Give me one moment, please. One moment, please. Where's
Please
Just
don't do
Kimmy?
that again,
Me
baby.
saying it. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let me show. Lord, being neutral hurts.
Do I
It
need to
hurts.
do I
The
need to go
scissors
make
cut.
me a second drink? I'm not feeling tipsy yet.
No, no, no.
Oh, you know what? I should go make a
Yeah.
drink. No, I don't even drink, but
Cancel.
I do got
Oh, just
liquor
Oh,
read
in
now
my
me.
it
book
finally
in
came
here.
up. Thank you.
Wait a minute. When we doing our cocktail, just read my book while Sissy pulling that up. We supposed to be doing our cocktail
Wait a minute,
mocktail
y'all, because
thing.
y'all know
Well,
Stream Your kicked me out.
oh no,
Give me
oh
one moment.
no, I'm not even in there. I don't even know where it's at. I don't even know how I'm still on the thing. Oh, just read my book. My people's from the south, so I grew up in the Northeast, but my people from the south. So yeah, I grew up
Okay,
cooking like that.
so it's not gonna let me come out of this, so I'm gonna have to share it. So, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. Just pray for me. I'm sorry. Charlie's supposed to be training me because y'all know I've been messing up. So y'all know it.
I
Just
miss Charlie. I ain't
okay.
seen her in a few days. I ain't been able to catch
It
her.
won't let me. It won't let me come out. Can y'all see this page? Because it won't let me go back because I'm trying to cancel, and it's not letting me cancel.
You mean
So can y'all
on the
see?
YouTube page? Because that's where I am. I can't see it.
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, it's behind. Hold on.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Oh, y'all can't. Okay. Because it wouldn't let me come out of it. So I don't know what's gonna
Okay,
happen.
yeah,
So let me
yeah.
apologize early. Okay, let me apologize early. Just in case it kicks me all the way out, y'all. Okay. Uh this right here, I wanted to tell y'all we got victory. Praise God, we got victory. Jackson County to pay more than $5 million to the family of the Louisville woman who died in the jail. So let me show y'all real quick. This is my sister-in-law. Hold on, let me. Y'all know when I play it. Here we go. Well, after the commercial. If it works, I hate this computer. I'm gonna
As
throw
a
it out the
lineman,
door.
it's his job to keep the power on. That's why he chooses Granger for professional grade products and next day delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call, click, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Any day now.
Knowingly did nothing and allowed someone to die.
Now to a story only on WDRB tonight. Gilbert Corsi telling us about closure 4 years after a Louisville mother died a slow, painful death in a southern Indiana jail.
Yeah, Fallon, Neasha Chappell's death was part of a years-long WDRB investigation. Her moans were haunting to many as she cried out in the Jackson County jail with her last breaths. Well, we now know that the county has agreed to pay a $5.6
She's
million
naked on the floor,
settlement
y'all.
for
She's
Chappell's
walking
death.
around
Court
naked.
records confirming that county commissioners approved the settlement earlier this month, and those funds are slated to go to her daughter. Chappell was arrested for shoplifting in a police chase. So one night in July of 2021, she fell ill and begged to be taken to the hospital for more than 20 hours. Our investigation exposed that some jail staff just didn't believe her and that others flat out ignored those cries. No one called an ambulance until she was naked on a cell floor and incoherent.
Wow.
No one was ever charged for Chappell's death, but the state did revoke jail nurse Ed Rattan's license.
What goes through your head and your heart when you see how your daughter was treated?
That they were evil.
Now, court documents show while the lawsuit settlement has been agreed to, there is another formality here. It must also be approved by the probate court overseeing Chappell's estate. That is expected in the next 2 months. The deal says the county will pay up by December of this year. Gilbert Coursey, WDRB News.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
So I'm gonna say this real quick, just in case when I try to click back, it clicked me out, y'all. So let me apologize ahead of time. Um, that was my niece. It's been all over world news. Rolling Stone magazine did an interview with my sister-in-law right there, and everything about what happened. It was a big old mess. Nobody still went to jail for it. Like they said, a nurse lost his job, but other than that, nothing else has happened. So they did get some money for my niece's daughter, and everything. So at least she'll, be comfortable in her life. But the way it's all on YouTube, like all the news people, they covered this story. They got video. They finally got the video of what happened to her last hours in jail. You can watch it for yourself. She hit her head and everything. Come to find out, we was told that somebody had poisoned her in prison, in jail over there. They put some form of something that can mix in something, and she was burning up within. It was eating her up within. And they kept on telling her she wasn't coherent. And they kept telling her to put on her clothes or they couldn't help her. You can't tell something wrong with her. And that's what
Right.
everybody.
Nobody gonna just strip like that.
Right. And she kept, and I mean, she would fall. And one thing, they saw her hit her head and you could hear it. And even the news people said, listen, you can hear her when her head hits that steel like that and everything. So she threw up. She kept throwing up. At one point, she was like, we saw the whole video. Okay. One point, she was laying out in her own vomit and stuff. And they was watching her on the camera.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Even if she was just stripping or whatever, you would have to like check, see why are you stripping? Like what's going on mentally? Like this still should have been some
Right.
type of medical
I
check.
would think it would be some kind of escalation.
Right, exactly. Like, all right, why you tripping? Like why you wilding out? Like what's going on? Like for real, for real. You just sat there and just was like, nah, that's wow. That's crazy. And the thing about it is you can't react the way you really want to and like flip and go like, kind of like snap necks or whatever, but it's like, yeah, that's crazy.
That
Unfortunate.
is.
Just
They all need
read
to be
my
up
book.
under the jail.
Where you going? Just read my book.